Gaming fam, welcome back to Black Ram GX Gaming. We're here, we're live. We're doing more Madden today. We're up to the top 4% at the moment, so it won't take much to crack our way back into the 3% there. Let's see, let's do some quick shout outs, figure out who all we got here. Thank you, No Pain, No Game, for the like. Good morning, how are you? Hello, it's your brother from Down Under. Good to see you in here, Mr. Payne. Michael Payne, thank you for the like. William Dodge, thank you for the like and share. Appreciate all the likes, all the shares. So thank you guys. Ooh, what's that? Did play one quick game of Madden. Cheers. Earlier today, we played a guy who was the Buccaneers, the highest rated team, and picked off Tom Brady, the GOAT. 3 on 4 of his possessions, so made him quit really early, and helped out our position a little bit. So looking pretty good. I did notice a new follower name popped up, but I had some technical difficulties, had to reset everything, and it went away. It was not a name I've seen before, so it's not something I can remember off the top of my head, but thank you for the follow. I did notice overall, if we did have someone new, then we lost 2, because we went from 330 down to 329. This is just a horrible spot we're stuck in. Been at 329 for like a couple months. We keep gaining and losing one here and there, and it kind of sucks. So if you're out there, if you're on YouTube watching, or if you're here on Facebook watching, even after we're no longer live, please drop a follow. It helps out a lot, and anything to get us over this hump would be appreciated. So thank you guys. Going along with that, we're still at 5 out of 10 subscribers. Anyone wants to join and be a subscriber, you just go to our main page here on Facebook. It's fantastic. It's easy. It's a great way to support. Facebook doesn't take a cut when you subscribe versus if you gave stars. So it's awesome, amazing, helps us out, helps us grow. You get in our exclusive subscriber group. You get to play in subscriber games with us. Get to help us make decisions on what to play and how we're going to do things. So a lot of cool stuff. Definitely check it out. Give it a shot. Help us get to that 10 subscriber goal. Stars goal. 62% of the way complete now. To a goal of some funding some new games. So with a lot of them coming out, that's exciting. We're getting pretty close. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Is that a can of water you cracked open? It is. It is delicious, delicious water. We cheers water around here. So we'll keep an eye on those things as we go along here. If you are watching for the first time, going back to it, please drop that follow. If you've been here before, drop that like No Pain, No Game, and Mr. Michael Payne here. Share, help us get seen, help us get some views out there. Leave some comments, that always helps. Subscribe, and drop some stars. If you're over there on YouTube, thanks for watching. Glad to see so many people enjoying our full streams every time. I'm blown away. It's not a lot of views compared to a lot of stuff, but from where I've started in YouTube, I gotta say thank you everyone over there for watching, because the numbers on my 3.5, 4 hour streams are surprising to me that there's that many people who want to watch it. So big shout out to you guys over on YouTube. Thanks. If you're over there, help us grow. Subscribe, like, and comment. I honestly had the idea today. The YouTube channel has been growing like crazy, and I don't do anything live over there. While Facebook, like I said earlier, has been stagnant at 329 followers. We just can't seem to grow at the moment on Facebook. I don't know why. I think we have a lot of fun. We put out some good content, change games a lot, which is probably the biggest issue, but it doesn't seem to be a problem on YouTube. So honestly, I've thought about it. If YouTube starts to grow really fast and catch up, I might switch and start streaming over there. Just a thought. But it seems like that platform is doing better without me being live on it at all, which is weird. So just something I'm putting out there. Continue to just not grow here on Facebook at this point, and continue to grow on YouTube. I see no reason not to make the switch. So it's just a little PSA I thought I'd say. And let's get in to our games of Madden now. Alright. Here's the guy I played quick earlier today. I had a brief moment It was maybe a 10-minute game. The guy's 17 and 15. Just threw a bunch of picks. Made it so easy. We beat him well before the end of the second quarter. And we only moved up to 4,078. Sliding back every single day a little bit because of the people who keep playing. So our position is never secure. So we've got a uphill battle that we're constantly battling to do. So let's get into our first match here. I did do a few things here. At the moment, I haven't decided to start using the Bucks playbook offensively, but their Bucks playbook has some really good plays in it. I've discovered when I was doing some franchise last weekend. So far, I've kept it with the Chargers playbook because overall it's done pretty well. An unexpected error means the other guy quit. But I had changed the depth chart a little bit for the first time. Hey, same guy. Hopefully he doesn't quit. Putting in nickel and dime packages. Derwin James up in the box a little bit, up there with the linebackers. Oh, and he quit again. Third time's the charm. And I feel like I'm seeing some results. Derwin James in the backfield seems to never do anything for me. He doesn't seem to secure the over-the-top plays, and he doesn't make any plays on the ball, really. So putting him in the middle when everyone's doing short or medium passes, not a lot of deep passes ever happen in this game, I think has been the secret to success. Browns again. Is it the same guy? Is he about to quit a third time? If he quits a third time, I'm going to need to do a cheers. Cheers. Third time to fail. Well, finally, somebody else. Who do we block? Let's just do medium pass. Just wondering, did you make your own alerts? I did not. No, they are tied into my whole overlay. So the subscriber goal up there, the top donation, or most recent donation, so the top donation was the biggest person who went into the PayPal link there, the Streamlabs link, and donated that. It was a pretty large amount. And then otherwise is the most recent donation, so it's 100 stars there. And the follower, oh, that's the name, I couldn't say it. And now I can't read it because it's so small. Epafra Mayala, thank you very much for the follow. Cheers. So, the transitions, every screen, it's all part of my overlay that I got. And then they quit. Are you saying quit or quiet? That is the fourth quit in a row. What is happening? Either that or Madden's legitimately having a problem connecting. I got the Browns guy 3 times in a row being scared. But not the Cardinals guy. And I would understand if this one doesn't go through, because most people, if I'm playing the Chargers and they're the Chargers, most of those games don't happen. I've had friendly quits offered, which I did not take, and then the guy conceded immediately. So I got a free win in the first, I don't know, after the first kickoff. You're picking quitters. No, I don't pick them at all. They're given to me on a silver platter. So for the record, I am the home team here. He just selected his uniforms, so I have the away uniforms. Alright, so you're going to see Derwin James up here.
take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first
And
down.
that's going to make me be able to move around the middle of the field way faster than a linebacker. It's going to give me way better hands.
Herbert off of play action. Out to his left. And that one complete downfield to Allen.
Oh, go the Chargers. Hell yeah. I'll cheers to that, Mike. Michael, how you doing?
That goes for a gain of 31.
How's your morning down under?
The line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, haul that in. All right. I always forget to do these adjustments quick. Honestly, you should be able to go in your settings somewhere and just have those set how you want them.
But it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your play.
You know, if there's a certain way you like it, it's really annoying that you have to remember to do it at the top of every game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers.
You know what I didn't think about when you said that the first time, Michael? It's that no matter what, if you say go the Chargers, your team wins. I really think it's a pretty good shot that the Chargers win this one.
Let's go Charger. Let's go. Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. I like that it said it right. Thank you for the 50 stars. Hell yeah. I'll cheers you in just a moment here. Cheers. How the hell was Joey Bosa, all-star, left end, out there on a kickoff? What mischief does this guy have going on with his playbook, with his depth chart?
We're going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Okay.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Getting my radio going
The
here.
last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once more, here's Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
My LB won't work. I can't pass protect.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And I don't think
This is
he gets
bullshit.
there.
I got a 3-man rush that is stopping me every time.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he is going to
Shouldn't have had to do that.
Chargers first down as they manage.
My morning is awesome. How's your night? Night's been pretty good so far.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
It was kind of like a rough morning. I just didn't get enough sleep. Which happens most of the time. And then I have some coffee, recovered. It's all good. But I don't do as good with black coffee as I used to. And I ran out of creamer, so I started using milk, and that just tastes awful.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5.
So I didn't get the wake up I normally get.
A really
Kind of
nice
sucked.
gain of 25 yards.
And
So they
struggled.
got the early touchdown. This
Made it
has
through
been
the
a pretty
day. It
good
was pretty awake by like noon.
taking it down
Took a little nap skis after work. Got most of what I need to done, so it's pretty good day. And then right before the stream, of course, technical difficulties. Because why else, or when else would it happen? I had everything ready to go. Left for a minute, came back. No good. Yeah, I know you don't drink coffee, sir. I know you're able to get up for no reason and just be good. Oh, and the QB sneak, baby. That's good. Game Freak has announced that this is going to be a DLC for Skyrim. What do you mean that this is going to be a DLC? Like Madden? Madden 23 is a DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Like, the Pokemon are going to be the players? Nintendo hiring, Game Freak hiring, EA? That was a good return. He found the hole and just never looked back. Guyton's a good returner. The only reason I like the standard guy they have as a returner, his name Carter or something like that, more. Because I looked through the depth chart and wasn't going to change him. But his change of direction is higher than anyone on the team, the guy that they already have there. 93 overall, change of direction. Which is really good because a lot of times what you need is a little left-right action to do a kick return successfully. Oh, if Joey Bosa wasn't there, I was going to take one back on him. Ooh, and I think he knows it. I think he's got to know that that was close to being 1 for 1.
Last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out.
He is making Pokemon. Oh, you're just saying there is going to be. Okay. There is going to be DLC. Which I don't think I like that. I don't hate that there's going to be DLC. I just hate that DLC is asked for and something that people want before the game even releases. Like, why not just make the full game right then and there? Like Elden Ring released the full game, they weren't gonna do DLC, and then people demanded it, and they're like, oh, I guess.
You can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong
Do it again, pussy.
And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They snap it to Herbert.
That's bullshit. This guy had his back turned to me.
Charger drive about to get going. Now left, he's got it to Everett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen.
Good toss.
The deep ball.
Yeah, the game would be screwed with EA. Can't argue that.
57 to go.
They literally destroy all franchises. It's just what they do.
Complete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough.
You know, I remember when DLC started being a thing in the Xbox 360 era, PS3 era.
Justin Herbert.
Of course, it was always BS.
That's complete to the tight.
Yeah, this guy's only doing cross routes.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge
Something
of
for
the
him.
red zone. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet
some time right.
Just
And it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
safety's played too far back. They're sitting at the fucking out of bounds part of the end zone.
Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
You're never going to cover anyone by being behind them. That's one of the few problems, one of the many problems with this game. Is that the AI has always been really dumb. They always sit behind the receivers as far as possible, which makes sense in some situations. Sure, but most of the time it just means they're way out of position. One of the first games that did DLC and did it really wrong, going back to that, is big time favorite of most people. Yeah, of course. Oh, he's got Dillon in the middle too. If I'm going to lose anyone, of course it'll be the Chargers.
So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that.
Was Gears of War. Gears of War 2. Right? They...
A play fake and now Herbert to throw.
Yeah, I already lost him. They released the game on the disc with the DLC on the disc, but you had to pay online to unlock it. It was already made, it was already included, but they weren't going to give it to anyone for free. That's when the bullshit started and it only got worse. COD then came out with the microtransactions and things got worse. And now people beg for microtransactions. So while we should be getting a lot of this content for free, we don't, and we never will again. I think Elden Ring said their DLC is going to be free. So there's a few companies that still do it right, but not many.
Something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's got his man. That's
I'll admit that some microtransactions for skins on games that you play all the time when the game's free.
Herbert on first down now.
Yeah. This guy's really good. Not that that was a good play. I was about to get sacked, so I just threw it away, picking off everything, so he's got full momentum.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
But he was carving me up right now. I'm not the home team. I thought it was.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense...
Michael says, that is what I'm saying. So you make a game, and before we put it out, let's tell everyone we haven't finished it, and we're going to give you DLC, so now we have more time to finish it. Oh, I should... I pressed X and Y at the same time. I need to press Y there. Keep that off.
After 3 plays, have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Alright, I'm going to need this guy to have a major meltdown in the second half. And everything to go my way. Basically, what just happened here for him to start happens to me. Jesus Christ, that number 9 bounces around both those guys every time, without fail.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play, that's how you finish a half, baby! Let's go.
Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Jesus, that kick came down fast.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
So, you know, thinking back to games like Apex Legends, I doubt anyone in here has been watching me since I started streaming, but way back in the day, that's all I played. I played that for almost a year straight on stream.
And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Welcome back, Charles and
And I bought a lot of microtransactions in the game. But it was a free game. I really enjoyed it, and microtransactions were a way to keep it going. Unfortunately, it was more than enough because those free games with microtransactions in Fortnite make hella money. They make so much more money. Like, what did Fortnite make in its first year? $4 billion or something like that. It was at least $1 billion. I thought it was like 4 in just microtransactions, which is insane.
The scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here.
I think a lot of companies took notice, and that's when Apex was made.
They probably need something though out of
Call of Duty made a huge effort to make Warzone and all that.
There's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back.
Jesus.
You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Eckler.
Brings everybody every time. I don't know how to do the full-out blitzes anymore. The way I used to do them does not seem to be available. There used to be a way where you could guess pass left, right, or high, or run up the middle. I mean, I'll just keep doing that, whatever, but... Alright, now we just gotta see if I've learned something from that first half against this guy. If I have, this could be a good game. If I haven't, he's just gonna continue to slaughter me after those last 2 touchdown heroics. Michael was saying, I hate games like WoW and Guild Wars 2. You pay for the game, then you have to pay for game time. Game time, huh? What does that mean? I've never played them. I tried playing WoW way back, early high school. That's how long it's been around. Been around for like fucking almost 30 years. At least 20 years, right? It's pretty close. But I didn't have the internet to play it.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit.
That's kind of bullshit. He broke all those tackles, but he is awesome now. You pay for the game, then you have to pay for game time. We already have like $45 to $100 for the game, but I like how Destiny does their DLC. I like another game. Yeah, as long as it's a big DLC that makes it like a whole nother game, so it's kind of worth it. Right? I hear you. That's why I never hated like Elder Scrolls or Fallout. DLCs because
they'll try the right side with Eckler.
Those ones were always massive. They were always massive. They gave you the complete full game, hundreds of hours, and then after that, they give you a whole new adventure and a whole new area.
If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd down, Eckler, and he'll only get a yard, maybe.
Some games, some companies do it right for sure. There's plenty that don't.
Second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A couple extra tight ends in the 2. Eckler, they run left side. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
He's basically doing goal line and it's working.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So without doing an engage 8 play, how is this MF absolutely bringing in everybody? It used to be holding left or right.
At the 47. On the give, this is Eckler.
Come on, drop that ball, baby. I really need him to drop that ball. He's not going to stop running, so he just keeps it.
Khalil Mack, a great stop in the backfield. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out.
Unfortunately, if he decides to pass, there's just almost nothing I can do about it.
Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
If he decides to run, there's also nothing I can do.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first
He's
down.
burning the clock down to every last 1 second. So he got scared. He got scared when I started to do the comeback there. That's for certain.
Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
But he's doing everything right to ensure I can't come back.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run here with Eckler.
No one's causing a forced fumble, so there's nothing I can do.
Second and 9. 2 minutes
You know, I scored that first touchdown
here on EA Sports.
within the first minute of the third quarter. He's eating up the whole third and fourth with his chip plays.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
This sucks.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense.
GG's to this guy.
With 1:57 to go in the ball game. Just not a whole lot
I mean,
of room to
the fact that
operate
he's
there on that
unstoppable
carry.
running the
Not at all.
ball,
They did a really nice job staying in their proper places. And not
where I'm
allowing
really
any
failing
lanes
here
to
in the
open up.
second half. Made too many mistakes in the early side. Oh well.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a give running left is Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one
Michael,
remaining in this fourth quarter.
incorrect. No, I was playing WoW, not Warcraft. Which is why I said I couldn't play it, because I didn't have the internet.
Extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps.
Remember I said I tried to play it, but I couldn't because my internet wasn't good enough early high school?
Probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off.
So I never got to play it?
Time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he
So
returns this to the 22.
I had a free trial or something like that. Yeah, I think what you need is a subscription to play.
Charger drive about to get
That's what you're saying. You're saying game time, but
and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the
I don't know. I agreed to do that run play. Oh my god. I thought it was coach suggestions. It was not. So with WoW Guild Wars 2, you buy the game. WoW Chargers, you $25 a month to play their game. So really, you're paying $300 a year if you don't want to pay for the next expansion. Pay for the game time. Oh shit! Early breakup. He tickled his fucking hips, and he dropped the ball. Yeah, of course.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and the Chargers.
Yeah, let's save some time. I'll concede for the first time. There's no coming back. That fucking sucks. I knew that was a bad play. I was just going for anything I could get. I'm drinking. Cheers. Sorry. Took it the wrong way. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe you just didn't hear the full story. I've watched other people play Warcraft, but I've never actually played it. I thought they were the same thing until I saw somebody else play it. You know, I didn't realize that that was a real-time strategy. It looked really fun, but I'm not good at RTS games. I guess I've just never played them enough online to get the competitive side of it. I see people doing so much crazy stuff, like way ahead of me. They're advanced so much beyond me. I'm just not on that level. Maybe if I played it enough, I could get there, but I don't think I have the interest. My pet go through and put $100 in Chargers. You better talk to Vegas. They'll let you know.
It'll be Sanders to begin. And right away, he lost the football.
Get up, Bosa! Get up! Hey, that's a good first play.
As you and I both know, one reason teams sprint plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script. You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there? No, that was never in the script.
It was okay RPG, but I didn't want to keep paying all that money to play.
Not something that could have gone wrong.
Yeah, I don't get how they have that many people playing on a regular basis if it costs that much. How addicting can it possibly be? I mean, I've seen clips over the years, starting with the obvious Leroy Jenkins, but not really that much. Probably just because I've never been interested, so I don't get fed that kind of content.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now Eckler. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
So, I don't get it. I used to play RuneScape. That was the only MMO I've ever played because I could play it on dial-up. Not that it worked well on dial-up, but I could play it.
Herbert now. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6.
I mean, I disconnected all the time, like it was the game's job, but hey, I still had fun. It was just fun being able to play with other people. Played that for like a whole summer in 6th grade. Never got the premium in that first year. Yo, I was 6th grade, so I made like no money. Maybe a couple summer jobs that paid me next to nothing.
On the option, here's Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
God damn it, that would happen.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
So after I was done with RuneScape, I spent like a whole summer in middle school playing it. I obviously got out and did stuff, but the majority of my free time all went to that, and I was like, I don't think I can ever play MMOs again. And I haven't played any MMOs in excess, like a little bit, and honestly they're boring for me. It's just a bunch of NPCs that are stuck doing the exact same things. It feels like such a dead universe, and there's players running around who are just trolling the whole time. They feel super boring. So,
6 yards
not
on that last
typically
play.
those.
Second and 4. Another run with Sanders. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard.
All right, let's play here. We need a second. We're gonna press to the inside.
Strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
See if we get to him in time. I'll probably get blocked, so Tranquil over there will have the first chance.
Throwing his Hurts.
Oh,
And he fires one that's intercepted.
well, that went even better than I thought.
And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 on a Charger TD.
Hey,
First points of the game provided defensively. What a
can we get a like on that? Sure can. Levon, thank you for that like. Cheers.
Thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now.
Now, Levon, I hope the Eagles aren't one of your aren't one of your teams here.
Bring it out of the end zone.
I'll be disappointed if I'm playing another one of your favorites.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one
We got him to 0-2 and an intercept. That was the first time we threw the ball. No, they are not. All right, and this is full board. Let's destroy him. I had to take it easy on the Vikings and the Cowboys, obviously. I couldn't beat them too bad with you watching, but now
from the gun, it's Hurts.
now all bets are off.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Obviously. Alright. What's he gonna do?
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good game.
All right.
That's now 35 yards
Time to bring the
combined
heat
on those
again.
last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J.
JC
Brown.
Jackson, what are you
And he'll
doing?
get this one down to about the 20.
I go, that's why you like Destiny was a first-person shooter and an RPG MMO. When you were in the game, you hardly saw a person, but when you were in town area, that's where you see all the people. In the story, there can only be 3 to 4 people max in that map you're on. Yeah, that's true. I played it for a little bit. I wasn't into it at all. I played a few different shooters. There was what's that Tom Clancy one? I can't remember what it was. Started with a D. That was kind of an MMO. That was third person. But anytime that you're shooting enemies and numbers are coming off of them, and they're just like a bullet doesn't bring them down, I don't like it. I get it with Destiny a little bit because it's like aliens and futuristic, but still, I think it became too MMO-like. I didn't like it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
All right, blitz time. Let's lock him in.
With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burt sets up to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
I'm surprised he got away with that.
Burt's on target
On
to
a
get
seam?
scattered. And the Eagles are an extra point
So he just
away
whipped it
from
up and got
tying
lucky?
this one up.
Seemed like he was so open on that
Elliott
side.
good with the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee.
Alright, time to burn the rest of the clock. Code 14-7 and a half.
Drive about to get going. Last time out, remember they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this one.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try to get some of those points back.
It's a gain
Of course on the Chargers again.
down LA.
You already know.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's embarrassing. That was almost an interception. I'm pretty sure that was in the defender's hands, and Eckler knocked it out.
There's another example, another incompletion.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Oh,
Finds
wow.
the open man.
His linebacker was on that. If his back wasn't to me, that was probably an easy interception. I got lucky.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st
Time
and
to take
10.
advantage of that luck.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But
It's
a lot
telling
of
me to
blitzes,
pass
they
now.
come in a little bit
Within the 2
high.
minutes,
They
it's
don't have
automatically like
coverage,
just pass
and
over.
they're easily
But
blocked and
they're
turned
so
to the
close, and we
side.
got clock to burn.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Brah, come on, brah, come on, brah, come on. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I'm not watching, just listening. I fly back in my pocket. Oh, for sure. That's true. I thought you'd be picking up on some of it by now. I'm just playing. You're right. I gotta remember you don't know. Just assume, unless you hear me say, wow, so-and-so donated 250 stars and they picked this team, I'm pretty much just gonna always pick the Chargers.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10.
Man, it's the second kick return I've allowed to happen to me today in 2 games. 1 each game. This is
Special return.
embarrassing.
It happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval.
They're just happening more and more.
Head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest,
Just
a lot of times
more
when
common
they
in this
bring
game.
it out
There's
of the end
pass
zone,
Maddens
they
that
don't approve. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes
it just never happened. I never saw anyone ever do it.
Exactly right.
I never do it.
What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line
Yeah,
as
let's see
he's
what the coach
dropped at the
has.
23.
see. Which I'm sure somebody would drop some stars to pick my team, but there's only like 4 or 5 other streamers who do this, and like all the viewers are consolidated to them. So it's really hard to get around that impasse. I have no idea. Like Elden Ring, people were moving around watching different people. But man, there's, like I said, 2 or 3 guys at the top that just magnet all the views.
It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown.
That's 3 touchdowns in 30 seconds.
Joshua Kelly taking it in for 2 yards out.
I got one, he got a kick return, I got another one. So 2 for me in 30 seconds. In the 12 seconds it took for him to run from one end of his end zone to the other. So really I did it in 20. Not bad, not bad. So long as we end half staying ahead in points, that's all that matters. Because I believe he started with the ball. He did, because I started the game by forcing a fumble on him on the first play. So maybe man up 3 deep is not the best strategy.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I didn't mean to pick that play.
As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them across territory as well.
Yeah, I guess we can just run it.
Try to get something more on the board on their
See if I can break a long one.
Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last run
Finding with these
here's 2nd and 8.
spread out defenses. The outside seems to work really well, and then it's cut up.
Again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime.
Okay.
This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as
We'll start trying to run to the outside more than the inside. I do like the inside runs, but everyone's just sending everyone to the middle against me.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that went bad.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate
The light reflecting on the back of the carpet is killing you.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and scoring.
I can see that. Morning sun.
Next guy comes through and picks him up.
And a
First I was going to ask, what kind of carpet? And then I'm like, nah, I can see it. That's pass interference. Can't do that! Thanks for the first down.
So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He's just got so many fucking people. He's blitzing on every play. 3-man up front, blitz the linebackers.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that nearly the pick that they
Yeah, that sucks. The only chance I had to throw it was immediately, and that's when everybody was bottled up in the middle.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Shoves him away. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first.
I tried to hit stick Hurts there.
From the 27, Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oscar, hey, thank you for the shares. What's going on, buddy? Hey, good to see you. How are you doing?
Here's Hurts to throw.
Cheers. Appreciate it.
So another incompletion there.
Definitely could use it.
Half his pass attempts in this one.
Madden's a tough game to get some views around here.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given them a lot to think about, a lot of different.
I think it's because there's a couple of guys who just never quit playing Madden, so they just own that audience. It has been a while, but awesome to see you. What you been up to? I think I saw Instagram post. I don't scroll through Instagram very much, but of you hiking the other day. Looked like maybe Colorado or something in the mountains. I noticed I've only just started getting some success on reels over there, so actually was taking a look through it. Oh, just hanging out. How about you? Oh, doing good, doing good. Just got back from some family camping. 2 weekends ago now. Time moves quick. Now it's all football, fantasy football, all that great stuff. Ah, damn it, he's not the one I wanted to throw to. Misclicked. Did you go to the Dells? Camping, we went to Devil's Lake. So it's not far from the Dells. I was in the Dells maybe a month ago or something for a buddy's birthday.
And here we are
Why do you ask? Michael, it's because the backing of the carpet is a white-gray color, so it reflects the light. The back of the carpet can be white, gray, or and green. The green one smells like weed. I've been told not to. I've been told not too sure because I am drug-free since '63. Not bad. That's what I was thinking. I remember you going, yeah. That's true. It's amazing place. Just because I've been to a few campgrounds over the last few years, and I didn't realize, because I've been going to the state park for years, where you get like a lot of space on your site. Started going to a bunch of other campgrounds, private ones, and I can tell you, I've come to realize the norm for camping is having almost no space. So I appreciate the amount of space we get so much more.
That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
This guy is struggling on offense. How about you? You've been camping all summer, Oscar?
Back to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got
Putting that camper you got to use?
inside the 35.
The timing was absolutely true.
Or did you cut it back a little bit from last year? I remember last year was like every weekend you guys were somewhere.
But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right. Let's see if we can't get an interception on this man and take away the game.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Yeah, I'd like to have camped more this year. I just haven't gotten a chance to. The summers are crazy. Every weekend fills up with something real fast. When you live in the north where it's cold half the year and the outside just isn't much of an option.
They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
You just do what you can with the time you have, and plans fill up fast.
Safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling always on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man
Of
is
course.
got the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So over in Australia, if you go camping at a caravan park, you don't have much room. If you go to a wildlife park, you get so much room. What's the difference?
They go back to the ground with Sanders.
What is a caravan park and what is a wildlife park? I mean, I can guess, but I'm more curious as to what.
He used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits,
You say it is.
doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first
In the
things
winter, you can have
first, they need to
bonfires,
score as they come up on 1st and
but
goal.
in the summer you have fire restrictions. We will sometimes in the summer too. Depends how dry it is.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles
Shenanigans.
touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 7 yards
All out blitz, let it ride. I couldn't have done it. He would have just ran to the outside. You know, Eric, when you're at the end zone, the red zone there, you always do a power O to the right side. Goal line. Works every time. I'm not trying from back there. Cheers.
Deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You can't run up the middle against this wide open defense and run crashes in.
Space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they're able to get this one across.
All right, we got a timeout.
All tied up.
A little bit of time. Let's see what we can make happen here.
Signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose.
I had a bad feeling. I didn't want to pick that play, but I don't pick those plays enough.
2nd and 13. Herbert. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete.
Screen.
Get that back. It's 3rd down.
I never have enough time to pass. That's all right.
Make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Gonna call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone.
What the fuck? That was a high pass. This dude is 5'2", and Mike Williams is 7'12". How the fuck?
We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are
I don't
this
like it.
close,
That's bullshit.
it usually comes down to the team making
Anyway, Caravan Park is normally more suburban
back at Tennessee.
and privately owned.
All the time. The team
I also have
making the
power
decisions
sites
before
and
the
non-power
end.
sites.
You've gotta
Oh,
cut
sure.
those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he edges
And
forward.
wildlife parks talk for themselves. Sure, it's out in the middle of nowhere, but that must be more state or some level of government controlled, right?
Another run here with Sanders.
Oh, fuck me. That just happened, didn't it? Thought I was about to force another fumble on him like the beginning of the game. And he perfectly stopped so that I just ran right past. That's been happening to me in this game. I think the last game that guy was getting me with it pretty good. Getting me with finding the holes while I'm sprinting to the outside to prevent the outside run, and they just gut me somewhere.
Sideline that just took the lead. You got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused, and not
God.
celebrating a win.
These middle guys have been unblockable in the last 2 games, too.
He's tackled at the 15.
I think they also call wildlife parks conservation parks.
They're sort of seeing
Conservation?
themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
Oh, didn't even try.
Interception. Picked up by
That's unfortunate. Damn. Starting off to a 0-2 start here when first game I just had a really bad unlucky start with some fumbles. This game I had a lucky start and no reason to let it go like that, and I did. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick while this queue's up. Before it starts to queue up. I'll be back in 1 minute. you guys see a cat come through here? A little Lucy. If you heard any noises, that's what that was. I think I just haven't had the right music going. The corn song. It's corn. I don't know the lyrics. I just know the yell. It's corn. This is the. If you haven't heard the corn song, look it up on YouTube. It's really funny.
Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los
It's got the juice. It's got the juice. It's such a funny song. And the way people are using it is even funnier.
From SoFi Stadium. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
You think she turned and left? As I was coming in, she was coming out from behind the green screen. And I'm like, how long have you been back there?
They started on the ground with Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a unit that understood exactly the first down.
So are your wildlife parks in Australia? Like, do you have to sign a waiver to use them because, you know, all the deadly animals you got everywhere?
Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to
Like, alright, well, you might be killed by about 200 different kinds of snakes, 4,000 different kinds of spiders, or a rangy kangaroo, but, you know, that's on you. That's on you. You sign this, and you can stay at the park. It's fine. Yeah, of course, Aaron Donald just breaks right through. Okay, what the fuck is he doing, hobbling around like that? He catches it, he's like, oh, he threw it so strong, I almost fell over. Stop it, Eckler, stop it. I had two guys open momentarily, but by the time I saw him, it was already too late. I know this Rams defense too well. The Rams were my main team last year. I used the shit out of them. God damn it. You get the balls to their hands and they still drop it. It wouldn't matter if I got it to Eckler though. Like, the drops just happen. You do need to sign a waiver and pay? That's funny. Yeah, we got rattlesnakes that are hella poisonous and all kinds of crazy stuff in our parks, but I just gotta pay for a sticker to get in. And of course pay for your site, but like... Oh! Thought I was gonna pick that off with Derwin back there.
Fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup.
I bounced off him like he had a force field on him. Like there was not a momentum shift or anything. Of course. I don't know how many times I've ever had that pass to somebody wide open like that.
Continues way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the
Cooper
initial
Kupp is
contact.
incredulous, though.
Next-gen stats. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing
Good
off in the end
Lord.
zone. Meanwhile, they take a shot to
I don't think a
start the
pass could
drive,
be
but
more
this is
inaccurate
gonna
than that
wind
with
up
zero
incomplete.
pressure.
But they certainly came out firing in this
And
one.
Herbert's
while that one was incomplete,
one of the best
I can't imagine
quarterbacks in
that'll
the
be last
fucking
shot that
game.
they take in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Switch to the man there.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he
Aaron
goes
Donald's
down.
going to be really fucking annoying, isn't he?
Donald, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play. Probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Up the middle with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Herbert.
Oh,
And he's corralled at the 40. But
I
not
didn't think I
before
had that.
picking
He was
up
open immediately, and I
So they
was
need
kind
2
of late on
yards here
that.
on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
Again, I was pressing the button early, so I'm kind of getting peeved that that's not getting to him when I throw the ball or when I press the button.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he'll manage to
Because it's almost cost me picks.
4. It's 2nd down.
I'm extremely fortunate it's not.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 26 yards, and the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That was close. Hopefully I got my momentum back enough that
And we are tied at 7.
that stops being an issue.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kayla, thank you for the like. Cheers. Appreciate you. How are you doing?
Coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense...
Let me guess, Cooper Kupp was wide open?
Oh!
JC, what the fuck?
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself
Frustrating.
the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
people are getting really good at cutting.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run.
So I mean, every day this game gets harder. Everyone who's truly competitive figures out how to get better.
Your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Man open is Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And this has been a
Could have done a
nice
zone there.
drive against them a few minutes ago.
Maybe someone would have been better off, better prepared.
A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
But I would have had half the people on the opposite side of the field doing nothing. Be 2 guys guarding all 5 or 6 pass catchers. That's why zone's so weak.
First and 10 at the 11. Now Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Throwing again on second down. Stafford.
Thank
And
God.
intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Also, Cam Akers is not that fast. He's not running down anybody like that. Not a chance. No way, no how.
As we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And now a throw on first down.
Wide open. Couldn't be more open than that down the middle. No pressure. Just absolutely dog turds throw.
Isn't going to make it easy.
On second and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On first and 10, Herbert finding Williams once more, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
It's all good.
Mike Williams on the touchdown throw.
I'm still angry because that play was
Chargers
perfect.
take the lead here in the final minute
And he just wafts it 15 yards to the left. That is BS. But we got a touchdown. Cheers, everybody.
Score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will
Taking
kick
on
it
time.
away.
I'm going to switch controllers if I get through this one.
Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past
Wow,
the 20-yard
this is
line.
a dusty, dusty boy here. A dusty hog. But we're breaking out the red controller.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense
See if there's
at the line.
less button
And with
delay.
time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how
If there is, then I have
aggressively
one less excuse.
offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going right back to Akers. And he'll take
Oh,
this ahead
that's a
for
good way
about
to,
4. Second down coming up. Now the offense will bring
ruin your
their
drive.
third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
All right.
So they're able to end that drive with 3
So
points
he's
in
kicking
this
off
possession ball game.
do nabbers every time.
Most quarterbacks you take, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that.
We're not going to take that.
The field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
I form Z close. It's the right formation. Get to the outside and run it up.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Red goes fast. Let's see.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out.
Goodbye to invisible controller.
Charles Davis.
Hello, Red Boy. And Red goes fast, so that's what I thought. Wide open. Oh, sorry, I missed that, Michael. It was wide open.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to run.
I like that he still has the momentum. He made me punt in the beginning. It wasn't a takeaway. He scored a touchdown. And then ever since, I've forced turnovers and 2 touchdowns, and I'm winning. And yet he still has the momentum. What the fuck is that?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated.
Like when your dad bought his car, on the the right of the car, it says Red goes fast, so that helped him buy it. That's funny. That definitely makes it more fun for the car buying process.
Resulted in a healthy amount of yardage, so I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but for where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh! Fuck! Nothing's worse than a goal line run that they just break through, and that's it. I can't believe that worked. There was 2 guys within just reaching out. They just had to release their T-Rex arms. They were right here. They just had to do this. Oh, that's frustrating as hell.
Defensively, they were so worried about the line of scrimmage. Once he got past that first wave of tacklers, goodbye.
I had him dead to rights. That's the reason I'm kind of pissed.
It's now 17-14.
Nah, might as well just drink about it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good.
While I'm a T-Rex.
Oh, thank you so much, Michael. Cheers for the 50 stars.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I mean, they do have T-Rex arms, so you gotta call them out.
One-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth.
Of course that guy hit stick. He broke the tackle and he stood there for an extra 2 seconds to think about how he broke the tackle. I don't know why Austin Eckler is being an absolute POS to me today, but...
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that
I
big
did just
wide
notice my guy
body
went
of
off and
his.
bloated in the
Didn't get a
enemy
lot of
team's
yardage on
bench.
the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Herbert off of play action. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Working the middle here.
That guy caught it and he just stood there in the give it to me position. Oh, I don't get what my fucking
They gave up the completion
AI is
there.
doing,
This
even
is
when
what
I'm in
defenses
control.
count on. Catching
Michael, when you get stars, you have to tell me how to get it to read out loud like that. I love that. It's on that.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
It's on that Streamlabs web dashboard.
Go as a gain of 11.
Probably the same place where you got your notifications to work and everything like that. You can go in there right now. You don't even need to wait. Go in there tonight and look through it. You'll find it and turn it on. I didn't do anything special. It's something I turned on last October and I haven't messed with it since. So I'm not like an expert who can tell you exactly where to go and what to do and what box to check, but it's on your web browser dashboard. I figured it out when I was messing around last October, coming up here, and we were setting up multiple different notifications for scare notifications when people donate stars. We'll probably do that again this year.
Once more, here's
Yeah, of
Eckler.
course.
And he is
Oh, fucking course, that guy.
down he goes, folded
He's
the
super
goal
annoying.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Herbert. Slant route going to be caught.
I'm amazed that I got that ball.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, why did the play just end?
With a nice 8-yard
The guy who picked it up wasn't down.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining.
Also very upset that Eckler just hung with that. Now he's out.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football.
I don't think I've ever had this Steeler guy actually play.
Or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Just needed to throw it to somebody. Wouldn't throw the ball. God, it's so annoying. You press the button, you see the meter going, and they just don't do anything.
And that interrupts the momentum.
You play franchise or some people, and they can just get rid of the ball right away.
They get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they
I got 5-6 guys back there.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's
God fucking damn it. That was so stupid, I could have tied it.
turn it over.
I was so adamant I was going to get it.
Down pass attempt.
I forced a play that wasn't there.
Take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And his throw here is incomplete.
Can you get it
They did a nice
to
job
read from your
improvising
normal
there,
feed?
extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Sam, thank you for the like and the share. Hell yeah, I'll choose you in a second here. What do you mean, get it to read from your normal feed? Like, read every single message that anyone sends? First of all, if that's what you mean, you don't want that. Don't do that. And it's not possible, no.
Incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
Come on! God, 56.
But it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. they take over.
Oh, Sam, thank you very much again.
The
Cheers.
Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Herbert's throw will complete to Allen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing, Herbert. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken a fourth quarter lead.
I know that play was like excellent, perfect, amazing, gorgeous in every single way. Bit of a mistake though. I left him with so much time and 3 timeouts. This, my defense has to still hold up.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now it's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Allen. Van Jefferson, 52 yards. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
No!
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they
God, I almost had that.
with that big return.
Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this down to the 10. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Herbert. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point.
That felt fucking phenomenal. I was so mad that he got that huge pass. I was mad that I scored with him having 2 minutes and 3 timeouts. Then I was even more pissed that he somehow got that over-the-top pass on me. Not happening again, that's for damn sure.
Offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field,
But that big play by me.
they know they have
It's
the upper
over.
hand on that defense right now.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but
Got the touchdown again. He can't just get a field goal. He needs to get in that end zone.
Third and 10. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means fourth
Just
down.
gonna focus in, finish this real quick.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And it's
Ooh, I almost kicked that.
incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.
Michael,
And with that, the
finally we got ourselves a win after two really close losses. The first game,
fine play of their quarterback.
you know, I started coming back and the guy burnt in one drive the whole second half after I had a quick score and a kick return right before the half and all that. He got scared, burnt everything in clock. I couldn't stop the run. Second game lost on like the last play, just kind of like this, after making some mistakes early and coming back. This one made some mistakes early, came back, but we took the fucking crown. So I'm super excited. All right, Michael. Yeah, I was talking about them reading it out loud, only because I'm such a bad reader and speller. I have been told I sound like a monster or a robot reading because I was that bad. Well, I don't think you're a monster or a robot bad, but, you know, you can always lost. Whenever you lose connection, you have to, like, restart the whole game. The last one you didn't, but this one you do. You know, see if there's any way to fix it and read a little better. Maybe read a little slower, or read the thing first and then just say it back.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
That was back when I was in school. Oh. Who told you that? Teacher? Told you sound like a monster or a robot? I remember I had one friend, he was massive. Just a giant human being. Right? You know, think of the biggest kid you had in your school, and that's what this guy was like. And he had, like, his stance was never just standing still. He always kind of had, like, a little toe tap back and forth, and I don't know if that was because of his size or what, but he used to get wrecked by teachers for that. They would take out points from him in speeches every single time, because he would do his little toe tap back and forth thing, always kind of in that little waddle. I thought it was 25 and 10, so I must have... When did I win the other one? 27 and 12? I don't think I played 4 games today. I'm pretty positive I started... Well, I guess maybe I'm 2 and 2 then. Maybe I did win one. Before this recent one. So a guy my size was a big guy. I think he was bigger than you. I've seen pictures of you, buddy. I've seen videos. I watch your streams. He was bigger than you. So thank you, but bigger. Anyway, again, I've got to go to the bathroom real quick. This is my time to do it between the games, so I'll be right back. Maybe when the guy quit twice, you got points for that. If the game actually starts and you don't get like an error message, it counts. But I actually haven't had anyone disconnect during game yet this year. Probably not. Oh, by the way, Michael, not to say that you're a small guy or anything. You're a big guy too, but I just think he was a little bit bigger than you were. And that guy quit 3 times, by the way, in the beginning. And then there was another guy who quit. There was 4 quits before I got my first game.
Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens.
First time playing the Ravens. Nobody's played them yet, which is surprising.
The kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
Yeah, a small guy, but I am 8 kilograms smaller than I was last month. Well, that's pretty good.
The drive will start with an option going left. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to
He's
bury
going
him in
for
the backfield.
QB runs immediately, first play. So you know what this guy's going to be about. If we can just shut that down. He probably sucks ass as a passer, and that's why he does these scramble plays.
That's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh shit, my fucking playbook reset.
Here's Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of
Michael will have a wedding to look good for. That's true. That's true. It's coming up pretty quick.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Carter.
I should have cut it around to the left.
54 yards, well struck.
I don't know what I'm thinking sometimes when I come back.
They take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Speaking of, where is William?
They started
I haven't seen him once this week. We're on day 3. And if he's not here in the very beginning, he's just not here.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line.
Because he never makes it more than an hour or 2.
I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Makes me kind of sad. Where is he?
So that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Coming one day at a time. Maybe.
9 yards to pick up the first.
Life's a big maybe, isn't it?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate.
Do you like that, Michael?
The field defensively, make sure you know where
It was
he
deliberate.
is, 'cause he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick.
Couldn't have been more perfectly right to fucking Patrick Queen. That's annoying.
They exited the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up.
It wouldn't have made it to my guy at all.
When you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now,
God, I'm so pissed that my playbook reset too.
sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
No way, 2 guys standing right there.
And he will have
One me, I'm
his
pressing the
first down
fucking
as
button.
they're able to get the 3rd down
One the
conversion.
NPC doing just jack shit. That's
We're scoreless after 1.
absurd. Should have been a pick.
Second
At
quarter
least
now for Baltimore.
a
It's the
breakup,
Ravens in
but
possession
should have been a pick.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, quarterback run.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson looking up for Mark Andrews.
Don't know what I thought about that.
Post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Never trust a Ravens player. Everything's a trick play.
And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I hear you, Michael. Keeping things fun, keeping them interesting for sure.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
I love it when people kick it to one side or the other. Like that.
He'll be pushing us next time,
It's the best
Brandon,
thing they
to
could
make
do.
sure His guys are introduced to the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Once more, here's Eckler. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding on. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Herbert on 3rd down now. That's going to be complete to
Not
his
who I meant to
tight
throw
end.
to at all, by the way.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tell me to do goal line like
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's
I'm all the way up
2nd
there,
and
which
goal.
I'm not.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down 1:59 remaining. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh my God! Hold on to the ball. Fucking clowns.
Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Why do I have the Ringling Circus out here?
Idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Got a man. It's Allen.
There we go. Someone can hold on to the freaking ball.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
All right.
Extra point good by
Send this the right way.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Duvernay now gonna bring it out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now...
So annoying that this changed. I'm trying to think who else I had mixed around here. I think it's pretty much good everywhere else. Except for that.
You've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar.
What you mean they're all acting like clowns out there? What the hell, bro? I hear ya. I'd like answers.
Said and done, but they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They do get a couple, but
You need to
they'll be
quit
less
clowning around.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson.
Oh, thank God.
Broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. 4th down and out.
I was getting sick of Mike Andrews getting every high pass over
And the kicks away
legitimate
as he handles
cornerbacks.
this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is to...
Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And pressure coming.
This is fucking
Once again.
horse cocks.
Down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage.
I'm
with
trying
a
to
little
juggle
over
the ball and
50
pass it
seconds
on.
to go in the first half. Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the ball.
How is that a fumble? How does this
There as now they
2 plays in a row?
the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? That's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. That is caught. It's Bateman.
He threw it like this. How do you whip it around your head 360 windmill perfectly to the open guy? In stride. This is baloney. Ugh, I'm tired of not dominating every game today. Tired of having to try for it.
Tucker now to kick it away
Because so much crap is happening.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will
Coach, give me some
start here
plays and
at the 25.
make them not suck.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get the field goal range.
Of course, pressing the ball for at least 2,000 fucking seconds beforehand. Oh, this is getting under my skin so bad. I just hate this game so much and love it. It's a weird relationship.
Second and 10. Herbert. He's got him in. Complete.
And that's why I love it. Hating it 3 seconds ago. Suddenly it's all right.
The Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first
Madden.
half.
It drives you mad. That's for sure.
Tie our game as we approach halftime.
Whatever. I'll take the good play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
He had one guy open down the field. Could have got a touchdown.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch.
Too busy texting.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Okay, going for that screen.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's going to be
Of course, it was an accurate ball pass. Why would it be accurate?
seconds left.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket.
Stop trying to dodge them and just charge in and get the ball and fly like an eagle to get the touchdown. I'm trying, Michael. I'm trying.
Starting here, getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Williams brings it in. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
That worked too well for me to try that again. I'll just take the lead.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
Oh, fuck.
Less than an extra point attempt here.
God damn it!
And that is no
I
good.
fucking hate this game.
This game will remain tied here.
It's the easiest field goal you can make from the 1 yard line and a goddamn swing and a whiff.
This first half, you'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the
Because of
mark,
course it was.
and that's going to keep things all square.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime.
NFL. FL. I think you've said NRL before. Isn't that your league? Isn't that National Rugby League?
And we welcome you back live now
Oh
inside
no, I got Raiders coming after me. Raiders on one side and Vikings on the other. But don't worry, you're being defended by the Patriots.
Even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
I am so pissed I didn't get any points on the 1 yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Should have just gone for another play.
Ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And out. Thank you for the like, buddy. How you doing? Cheers.
Before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running on first down, Eckler.
God damn it.
Lose yardage here.
That's kind of predictable when I'm going to run.
Push forward here on second down and 11. Play action. It's Herbert.
Didn't help that my guys ran into each other. What the fuck? I had 2 guys that ran directly into each other, and then one of them got laid the fuck out on the ground and wasn't moving. That was my open man.
Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll find Everett there complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get.
When your open man is on the ground, concussed because his own teammate, you got problems.
In certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Herbert, and that one complete downfield to Allen. Touchdown.
So he's blitzing me on the first play every time because I've conditioned him to know that I'm going to run there. And, well, that helped me out.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14.
Should be at least 24-14, but, you know.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This game likes, like shafting you in your worst moments.
Bring it out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down
Give me the old
right around
rod.
15.
Steer.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
I knew that's exactly what he was going to do. His default is just high pass Mike Andrews.
Big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson now.
Ooh, that was this close to a safety.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed defense. field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Thanks.
Picked off by J.C. Jackson, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
God fucking damn.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal.
Of course.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm tired of shit.
What we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw contact and short.
At least I made this one.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD's 2nd half, you're starting inside the red zone, obviously.
Michael, yes, NRL. I went shopping 2 weeks ago with your partner. You went to the deli section. Was talking to the person serving me, and she said she goes for the Rabbitohs. Australia's best cereal. I replied, yes, I think it's really cool that Russell Crowe owns the team. She replied, yeah, that's what has helped keep our team so well, having his funding coming in.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Then you walked away, and your partner said you hate sports.
This passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
How the hell do you know that? I laughed and replied, I know pointless shit, baby. Haven't you noticed that? Ask me about any movie, I can tell you about that movie. Ask me about real life, I'll look at you with my face. It's funny. Also, it's AFL. What is my sports around here? On the west side, it's NRL. Okay. Either way, this one's the NFL. F as in Flanders.
Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move.
What was I going to say?
Down.
Oh, I saw a clip of Russell Crowe getting interviewed today.
Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And the interviewer was basically giving him the beans about turning down Lord of the Rings. You know, he got offered a role in Lord of the Rings. I don't know what the role was. Was it Aragorn? Was it... I don't think it was Gandalf, because the first guy to turn that down, first choice was Sean Connery. And so I don't know what Russell Crowe's role was that he was offered, but he turned it down, and they were going to give him 10% of the gross money made in Lord of the Rings. Which today, the interviewer's like, let me just tell you what that adds up to today. You would have made $100 million today if you just said yes to that role. And the first, all Russell Crowe could do was put his hands in his face and shake his head. He's like, I know, bro, I know. He knows that is, and always will be, his biggest regret.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back.
There we go, a decisive victory That's what I needed. Oh, that was his chance to quit.
Well,
He
that's
didn't
what you
take
get,
it.
apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys.
Six.
It seems like big actors that were the first choices in Lord of the Rings that turned it down, and they lost out on so much money.
And turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yeah, I can't imagine having to live with knowing you turned down roles that could have made insane money. Like, that's it. I'm done for life. I've made it all. I'm good. I'm going to keep making money on Lord of the Rings forever.
Turnovers, you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never...
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down.
That's upsetting that just happened.
Across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he goes down.
Also upsetting I didn't pick that off, and that guy just clouded me.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup.
Trying to put this guy's face in the dirt. Kind of hard to do with allowing him to complete all these passes.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to a
I don't know, I am super pissed that they just went. I'm upset if one thing doesn't go my way in this game. It doesn't take long for that to happen. I'm pretty reasonable at the start, and then speaking of, oh, that's a flag. Can't do that.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert. They find Williams on the slant. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A Charger first. There's Herbert finds Williams. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Herbert now to throw. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Yeah, I really wanted to make sure I beat him bad after how some of these games have been.
Offense at the line set to
I'm
get
beating him
going.
so bad,
This
and
is
yet
just
I'm
an
still
exercise
so
in
mad.
futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
Ooh, that was almost
now
another pick
it's not
six.
going to erase what's happened during the game.
Still get
So
mad about any
until
little thing
you
that
go to
goes
the
wrong.
film
It's
and
funny.
find out where the game was
This
really
game just
lost,
triggers you.
this is not a situation now where you're gonna
I'm
make up
assuming
for anything.
FIFA,
What they do here.
2K, whatever the baseball one is, are probably all the same way. Nothing's worse than one-on-one competition. Skill level's usually not close enough where it's a fair game.
One last shot for Jackson. Looking for Bateman, he's got it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5
GG's.
yards shy of
All right.
midfield.
You know what time it is?
Well, this was a very close ball game.
I like chugged a
Halftime,
bowl of
Charles,
soup
but in
before,
the
so
second half, that
didn't start me
offense
off on the
kinda
right.
kicked
Is that
things
new
into
logo?
another gear, and they were
I don't know
able to
if
pull
I've
away
seen
for the
that
victory.
front
And Brand, I think
Rams,
they're the type of team that just look
Ravens
in the mirror
logo
and
on
say,
their
"Hey, ton
on
of
the hat.
pressure on."
Anyway, be right back.
We're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Okay. Big finish. Big finish. Oh, let me just check some. Don't think I can do the faster pocket degradation, but of the short pass, it's already terrible. If it gets any worse than it is, but I think the inside runs are just not working for a day for me today, and that's all this playbook has. It doesn't have a lot of outside plays. It'll suggest 9 inside runs, every one outside, so I can't really think of conscious picked up.
Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
God, my playbook's going to be reset again, isn't it?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So that one just a little...
I hate that this resets. It definitely has happened in every Madden ever.
But it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a
Go! I was so mad. I'm like, just out of fucking range, but not for him. Asante. Let's go, Chiefs. That was interesting how well that worked.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like
even the outside run's not working.
Loss of 2, now third down.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
Oh my god. Son of a bitch.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
How frustrating. And I'm gonna throw away the game to make up for it because I'm so mad.
But doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
What?
Oh! Boy, a real head scratcher there. And
7 could have caught it, but it's not who I pressed the button for, so he didn't try.
A big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson options out left, and he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. Good search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So Jackson
Couldn't even pick a play there until I reset it left or right. So again, the annoying buttons not working when you want them or need them to struggles continue.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do was play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here.
On the damn ball.
So quick. And he gets to him there behind the line. Plays like we just
Start
saw
doing some
there.
play
That's
actions
why
again.
they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing with the line of scrimmage.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in breaking around and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
I'm gonna
for a
not
really good
garbage
pickup.
play action play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
He's not even blitzing. That's the
No gain on the
truly
play there, so
upsetting
that
part.
doesn't help. Now they're looking
He's
at
not
the
doing
third and long
anything to
situation.
earn these tackles for loss and just at the line. It's really frustrating. The last guy was like that too. He was actually blitzing. It's taking a long time.
And
Pick your
defensively,
play.
Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to be taken
Freeform is
down
actually
for
so
first down.
crazy. It used to be low pass, and now it's just freeform, where you kind of really picking your spot.
In Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 27. Now Herbert gives this one to Kellen. And that play going
Running is
absolutely
just...
nowhere.
Stop suggesting that I run, coach! It doesn't work!
Jones working his way through and sticking it behind
At
the
no
line.
time is
This
running
has been a good
working.
march down the
It's
field,
working
but now they're still
worse than
looking
it did
at a
against
2nd and 14.
Aaron Donald.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the gun, Herbert on third down. And he can't find anyone
Had
to
nothing.
go with.
Nothing open. And also, it was glitched to all hell with all my routes stuck on there. Like,
For their team's first sack of the game.
the fuck is that?
This has been a
Never
pretty
seen that shit.
sizable drive. They've had
That was
some success.
hella distracting.
Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Look at it, move the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
On fourth down, Herbert backs into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Got 4 extremely fast guys who must be the exact same speed as him.
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
This sucks, because I can't run.
Charger drive about to get going. The last time everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6, and now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Yeah, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
I need to throw that exactly 2 seconds before I did. He was going to be open, but here's the thing: if I threw it when he was about to be open, it wouldn't have been.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. Flushed out right. He's got this to Williams, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 36 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
I can get outside to make that play work.
Cut it to 3.
Does every time. Problem is, defensive ends almost automatically on every play, with or without you doing it, do it like a quarterback routine. So
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun.
oh, this guy's costing
And now
that play.
common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though,
There's
for the
no
passing
play
game
that I could have,
that has been
no
moving well
zone I
this
could have picked so
series.
far
Good
that
thing
would
for
have
them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect. And try to pick up
worked for
another
me.
first down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there. A 1st down. To throw is Jackson. He's got it. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
That did not just work.
And touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And his guys are taking 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
is Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, come on. Fuck, it came down so fast.
Not cut into that 10-point lead.
Speeds are bullshit because they change all the time.
And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal on the way going.
Another more points lost. On account of this fucking garbage kick system.
The line for this next drive. And this is
Out of bounds?
here.
What?
Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was
Every little thing
intercepted,
is
but he apparently did
garbage.
not get the 2 feet down in bounds. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, there's the option going left. And he's going to go down.
He didn't risk that fumble because if he got it.
Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this
Down
first
2
half.
fucking scores.
Both these teams,
Bullshit.
no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second hit, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this
Trying to
second
remember
half,
not to get
and
too
they
mad and
trail
just drink
as
my
we
liquid
get back
therapy.
underway. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, it's Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss
I don't know who
this
I was controlling. I was trying to tell somebody to run.
The goal is certainly to
Mainly the
try to
guy
get
who was closest to me.
and climb back into this game,
Work.
but you have
Dan,
to
thank you for the like.
If you overdo
Appreciate
it,
you.
could turn it over and hurt your
Cheers
team.
you in just a second here.
throw on second and 10. Herbert. And he fires one.
Cheers.
Complete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their
Herbert was
receivers
supposed to
come
be a
down with
top
the ball.
quarterback this year.
But
No
sometimes
pressure,
you
no
have to be
reason
careful
not to
getting too confident
have a
and
great
throwing an
pass.
interception.
Biffs it.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Eckler now between the tackles. And this has been a familiar
garbage.
sight all
He's in a
afternoon.
prevent defense and I still can't run the ball? Like, how good is Calais Campbell in his 54th year?
And again on second down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Herbert now. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
This is incredulous.
Have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
As long as I can't run the ball, but he'll let me get 10 yards. 10 yards of pass to this guy.
It's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Oh my god.
And incomplete.
Well, defensively, they
I would have been
really
pretty mad if that whole drive just ended on a pick.
That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL.
And again,
Ordinarily,
this
you're
game
trying
drives
to
me
keep the
nuts.
quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown.
There we go. There we go. Bringing it back.
From 19 yards away.
Wow, an accurate kick. I can do it. It's amazing. After how many missed points? I should be tied with him right now. See, that was a bad kick. That might have missed right there. Kicking used to be, in older Maddens, pretty forgiving. This one has no forgiveness. You're not, like, within 5% of the accuracy bar. 2%. It's a miss.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game.
Needed a fumble there. We need a big-time fumble here.
Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change.
Susan, thank you for the like. Cheers.
Emergency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
That's what I needed.
Derwin James with a pick, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are not going to do it for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case,
What?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
That guy was in a dead sprint in the other direction. He stops on a dime. Does the momentum not exist in Madden?
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven.
The laws of physics just
So that a real
gone. They created a whole physics engine for nothing.
game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
yeah, partner probably should have used a different tool on that play.
That is
That ultimately
pure insanity.
play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk it.
Well, that's not clip-worthy.
Sit on this one. It's a
That was
touchback.
bullshit. I'm super pissed, and that's probably going to lose me the
Charger
game.
drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And he
Can't throw the
get rid of it.
fucking
He's
ball.
taken down.
Slug-ass Herbert.
No way. Gets him for a loss of 10 yards.
Piece
from
of
his
utter
linebacker
human
spot.
garbage.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and
I
20.
pitched what? I don't know.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is Cooper's catch for Keenan Allen. And we are past the 35.
I
He's
do
taken
not
down.
know, sir.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one.
God
Down
damn
he
it.
goes.
Press the button immediately because he was wide open. Wide open. Press it. Press it. The stupid controllers. They definitely work. It's the stupid game.
Too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yep. Near the end here.
Third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Herbert
What do you mean?
goes down. The Ravens
How do I not have 3 fucking seconds? This is so stupid. Can someone block this fucking guy?
He's going to use one of their timeouts.
What the fuck do you get paid
First,
for?
they'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Yes, double team that fucking dude.
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Herbert on first down now. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They'll head out of bounds inside the
Please, Cage, dude, I am so hot. I am so hot right now. I'm just pissed. I don't like losing, and I don't like bullshit, and I've been dealing with a lot.
One-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Of course. You drop it and throw it right into the breadbasket of the guy on the other team. Just so lucky he didn't fucking intercept that, but Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Someone catch a ball when it's in your hands. Just hold on to it. How hard was that? How hard was that? Thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. Mr. Name I'm blanking on. I don't know how that's even possible. I've only played this team. All I can think of is my running back. I can't get Austin Eckler's head out of my head. That's not it. Keenan Allen.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and said, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
He's really wide open out there like that.
Is that play good for 30 and a first?
My guy just jumped on the other team. Might have. He might have.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He finds Bateman over the middle. The 20, 10.
And I just lost the game.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Shot Bateman, 48 yards. And the Ravens get an important
I'm in like 4-3 tonight. Positive one game, but
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
nah, nothing pisses me off like being that close. I need to dominate. When I don't, I'm angry.
Following the touchdown.
Completely dominated the Ravens one game ago. And
Fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
getting dominated now.
The Charger drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
super annoying that you have to call protections every single game.
Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Herbert to throw. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Herbert. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little more interesting here in the final minute. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point.
Why do I always run out the side? If I'm running out the side, which I don't always run out. Oh, no. I just wasted a timeout on the kickoff. I mean, my chance of getting this is slim to fucking 0, but... Yeah, that's game. And that could have been a better kick. It's perfect.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting
Anyway, I don't know if I finished. I probably not finished what I was saying.
actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a
I don't always go out the side, but if I do, it means a couple of things. A, the clock stops, and when I'm losing, I need all the clock on the time all the time on the clock I can get to mount my comeback. If I go outside and maybe it's not about time, then it's to not take a hit, and I go out safely. I keep the ball. I don't risk fumbling it.
Here's Jackson. On the move to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken
4th and 61. That is the biggest taunt I've ever seen.
in a big time loss there on third. The 6.
I've rarely been taunted like that.
Well, Carter, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times.
You didn't have to do that.
Offenses, defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth.
I just wish
as well. Thanks for
in
taking
his
the time.
end game cockiness there, he could have done something stupid and I would have won. That would have been cool. That would have been sweet. Wouldn't it be better if you tried to push on a little bit more? So yeah, if you stay inbounds and you try to push on a little bit more, the clock keeps going towards the end of the game. When you're behind, you don't want that. If you're winning, then yes, you do. You want the clock to kick down. But again, you also risk getting hit and fumbling it because they strip the ball from your arms, rip it out, hit you so hard that you lose consciousness and drop it. There's a lot of bad that could happen from staying in bounds. Going out bounds is almost always the better option. Alright, so got to top 3.4%. And I lost 3 times and won 3, so I went 3-3. Which is terrible, because if I'm trying to keep my 3 wins per loss ratio, I now need 11 wins straight. Every loss is a major amount of making up to do. This guy was only 10-5 and not too far behind me. So that kind of sucks. I don't like it. It was a bad night in my opinion. 3-3 is shit. Pissed. I don't like it at all. But at least we won some. It's not like that first night that I played it and it was just I think I was 3-3 that night too, or 4-3, but I was pissed. So that means back to the research board, figure out what we did wrong, how we can get better, and keep doing that over and over and over again. See what else I can do to improve and ensure we get up there. The grind doesn't end until we hit the top 1%. So there's only one choice. Hit the books, figure it out. Or in this case, hit the tube, hit the YouTube. So yeah, anyway, it was a Good stream overall because we at least hit 10 reactions. It was slow again. Madden's slow every day, although I see multiple streamers at the end that will have, some will have 300-400 people watching and play this game, some 50, and a couple other people with significantly more followers than me, over 1,000, that'll have the same amount of views I do. So it looks like they're all congregated to 2 or 3 partners at the top, which is sad. So we're not really getting many views down here. The follows aren't coming in, still sitting at that ugly number of 329. I hate seeing it. Somebody want to make some accounts and get me over that? Just kidding, don't do that. But it is super annoying because it means I've hit 330 before, I've hit 328, and I just keep bobbling around this number. It means I am gaining followers, but I'm also losing followers. So it's super annoying to see that number not keep growing. Subscriber goal has been stagnant since day one. 3 months we have not gained a new subscriber. So hopefully maybe one day we'll get another one and my dreams will come true. Stars goal, we moved it along just a little bit tonight, so that's pretty good as long as we're making some progress in some way. So yeah, question of the night: what is a Geiger counter used to measure? And wouldn't you have it, Facebook glitched out and doesn't show me any percentages, so I have no idea how anyone answered. I assume most of you got it right. And thank you, Michael, for your kind words. Appreciate you, brother. So what is a Geiger counter used to measure? Is it earthquakes, hurricanes, radiation, or smells? How strong a smell is. So let's do some shout outs quick to all the wonderful people who dropped by tonight despite everything. Hey, Michael, thank you for the 50 stars. Cheers. Gonna have to call Ghostbusters.
Who are you going to call Ghostbusters?
I'm being haunted in this game. Thank you, William Dodge, for the like and share. No Pain, No Game for the like. Michael Payne for the like and chatting with me all day here. And thank you for the 150 stars. You're amazing. Appreciate you, brother. Definitely make the streams better having you here all the time. So, big shout out to you as always. Levon, thank you for the like, chatting along with us a little bit. Oscar, thank you for the share, chatting along with us for a little bit. Kayla, thank you for the like, as well. Sam, thank you for the like and share. Tyler, thank you for the like. Dan, thank you for the like. Susan, thank you for the like. And that'll about do that. So the question tonight: what is a Geiger counter used to measure earthquakes, hurricanes, radiation, or smells? I don't know if there's anything that measures smells. So that one's out. Hurricanes, there's not really much of a measure of hurricanes. It's just they measure the winds and it's a category 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. So that's not it. Oh, thank you, Michael. Hey, no problem. Gotta shout out the MVPs in here, and that's definitely you. Earthquakes, that's the Richter scale. So the answer is indeed radiation. Radiation. Probably a term you've heard in regards to Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, Fukushima. I mean, there's a lot of movies, games, and things that reference nuclear radiation and whatnot. And you've probably seen the movies where it's got kind of the crackly noise where it's going up or down based on how much radiation there is in an area. A lot of stuff on Chernobyl over the last few years, so probably seen it if you're interested in any of that. I am. Super cool. Super interesting. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight. We're going to be back on tomorrow, Wednesday, so we got 2 more days left in the week here for streaming. Going to be doing Madden all the rest of the week. Probably no sub stream this week, and hopefully tomorrow's going to be a better day, more domination. I'm going to spend some time figuring out what I can do better. Unfortunately, almost every video people put out there of Madden that I watch is just complete garbage, so there's not really a lot to learn that I don't already know. I think despite the losses and lack of things going right 100% of the time tonight. I'm better than a lot of the people who put shit out there on YouTube, so unfortunately, most of what I see is not going to be too helpful, but can't discourage you from trying to look and see what's out there, so we'll find something. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning, Michael Payne. Till then, everybody have a good night. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Don't forget to follow. Get us over the hump. Drop your likes, your shares, your comments, your stars. Subscribe if you're over here on Facebook. Do it. Get it done. If you're over there on YouTube, also subscribe. But that subscription's a little different. Subscribe for sure if you're over on YouTube. Like and comment. YouTube's great. Love you guys on YouTube. Well, might be coming over there soon if things change. YouTube keeps growing. Might be moving over there and away from Facebook. Who knows what the future holds here. So, till next time, we'll be back on tomorrow, 6 to 9 Central Standard Time. Stay fresh, cheese bags. Have a good night.